Good morning. Welcome to today's card of the day for Friday the 10th and Saturday the 11th of January. Our card of the day today is Verbena. Now when I look at this card, I see a bird. I'm not quite sure what sort of a bird it is. Maybe a dove. And its wings are over a branch and its feet are on the tail of an eel that appears to be wrapping itself around it. So this card actually speaks to standing firm, holding firm boundaries, sticking to your boundaries, sticking to your principles, not allowing others to silence you, not allowing others to coerce you. Because it is kind of, the eel is coercing the bird. It's, has the bird in a situation where it's very difficult for it to fly away. So it's almost captive, but not quite. And we often feel that way when our boundaries are being overrun. It was a tough lesson for me about boundaries, to learn that the only reason that anybody could cross my boundaries is if I didn't have them firmly in place in the first place. I had to let somebody cross my boundaries in order for them to do it. So this card today is reminding us to look at our boundaries. If you've had a childhood where you weren't allowed boundaries, and I think many of us have had childhoods, especially if you're an empath, many of us have had a childhood that we were not allowed to have boundaries. Whenever we tried to do something for self-preservation or self-care, we were criticized for it. We were taught that that wasn't okay. And now as adults, we now have the freedom to figure out what boundaries are and what boundaries mean to us and what boundaries we want to put in place, what that looks like, what it feels like for us as individuals. So today's card of the day, Verbena. Stand your ground. That doesn't mean that you need to be in judgment, make judgment calls, run anybody down. It is possible to stand your ground and still be respectful. Because always we want to come from a place of love. Always. We want to come from here. If we're wanting to live a soul-led life, we come from our hearts. So, hi Eddie. No thank you, I had my share of snow. Come from our hearts. So when you are laying down your boundaries, do it from that heartfelt space. Because remember always, judgment energy is war energy. And when we judge somebody, when we make that judgment call, let's just say call somebody an idiot, you're really calling yourself an idiot because we're all one. Learning to rephrase that was really big for me. Learning to move past that and not be in judgment. So yeah, Verbena, stand firm, stand your ground. State your boundaries with respect and love. And remember, you are worthy of having boundaries. And boundaries are important for self-care. So yes, card of the day. Stand your ground. Have a wonderful day. Blessed be.